Hello, are you there? Hello, my name's Mr. Egg, and by the magic of the internet, we're live on the air. We nearly didn't get on the air tonight because I've got two internet connections here at the bar. One, to make sure that I've got the internet, and two, to be absolutely sure, and both of them have sort of not worked. So anyway, I think we're on stream. Let us know if there's a problem with the stream. We've got all sorts of problems with our connection here. Two internet streams, both kind of not working really. So anyway, we will continue. Let me know in the chat room if you haven't got any stream, if you haven't got any sound. Let me know as soon as you can. Okay, we'll continue. I've got to say hello to everybody in the chat. Hello. If you can hear us, say hello. Hello, Phil. Good evening from Brighton. Hi, Phil. Good to see you, mate. Yeah, I think we have a few errors. Are we going to get there? No? Okay, I'm just going to continue anyway. Anyway, hello, Mr. Egg here once again. Send us a message if you can see us and if you can see the live stream. I want to say a big hello to all my new subscribers. What happened was, this Saturday we filmed a live walk and talk with Nick Dean. Nick Dean having a very popular YouTube channel called NDTVI, and we did what we call in the business a walk and talk down Walking Street. And Nick's got a massive YouTube channel, and I'm sure you all know about it, but if you don't, subscribe to Nick's channel. And anyway, when we did the walk and talk, it went on Nick's channel, and we went from about 2,600 subscribers to well over 3,000 now. So thank you to Nick for letting me do that, and hello to all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed and you're just tuning in, hello anyway. Okay. If you would like to send me any kind of messages, you can do that on the live chat. Let's say hello to a few of the people there. Stephen Gamble, hello. Ian Duckworth, hello. And good to see you, Ian. Hello, mate. Jay Smith, big up Mr. Egg, hello. Hello to Chandler. Simon Willock, have I sacked my makeup lady? I don't have a makeup lady. I haven't even got a lady, and I haven't got any makeup either. So hello to you. Stephen, hello from Steve in cold Canada. Hello, Steve. Okay, so it looks like we are live. I do apologise. There's a few technical issues, as you can probably hear. Once again, if you're just joining us, I've got two internet streams. I've got True and AIS, and they both went down at the same time, and I was pulling my hair out to try and get us back live, but I think we're live now. If you want to send us any questions about what we're going to talk about today, then please do so on the super chat. If you want to do that, that means that your question stays at the top of the screen and I won't miss it. Just send us a tip, $1 or whatever, and that'll be fine. You can chat away like that. On today's show, we should be, fingers crossed, be talking about privacy and confidence in the bar. Privacy and matters of confidentiality. And I was on the bus today thinking, do you know what? I'm making out this is a big thing in the bar, but actually it's a big thing for most people, in all jobs, I would imagine. Bear in mind, I haven't worked in a normal job since 1999. I mean, you know, working for a company, having a clock card and all that. I don't think people have clock cards anymore, do they? It's all with biometrics and everything. The world has moved on since I've been a normal person and I've lived here in Pattaya. But anyway, the point I was trying to make was we all have to be careful about what we say at work, and we all have to be careful about who we talk to and what we talk about. But it's especially important in a bar situation where I am a bar owner, but before I was a bar manager in a Go-Go's and in Coyote Bar. And it's really important, and I'm going to give you a few examples of where things can go wrong. And I was actually reminded of one tonight by a guy called, better not say his name, Keep It Confidential. But he's the guy who comes in the bar every Wednesday and gives me loads of gin and tonics and stuff, which means my live streams are always a bit fuzzy. And he says, do you remember that time when I brought a girl in to say hello to you in the bar and you welcomed her and said, hello, Poppy? And I said, yeah, I remember that. And she goes, well, her name wasn't Poppy, her name was Jar Jar. And he says, oh, Poppy, nice to see you again. And Jar Jar, who was this guy's girlfriend, was going, who's Poppy? What's going on? I dug myself a very big hole there, and I actually really spoilt his whole evening. This was a couple of years ago. And it's one of those things where maybe that wasn't a confidentiality thing, that was just me forgetting what the girl's name was. But good tip for anybody who wants to be a bar manager, be very, very careful when you're greeting customers, especially if they've got girlfriends or wives or whatever with them. Never ever say, oh, you was in here the other night, or you was here last week, because a lot of times you get it wrong. And I've got a lot of other different scenarios that I'm going to put to you, and hopefully get some feedback from you. In the meantime, hello to a few people. David Burt. Hello, Dave. Nice to see you, mate. Hi, Phil, from Gary Hughes, boing boing. Hi to Christopher in Cornwall. Patia MD, hello to you. Jay Smith. Quarantine, question mark. This looks like a good question. We'll be talking about quarantine maybe in a little while. Dave Dawson, good morning, Phil. You must be, either in Thailand or maybe over in the Southern Hemisphere. Hello to you. Dave, Carl D, hello. And Patia MD and all that. Hello to you all. Nice to see you all. We are going to have a bit of an advertising break a little bit later on in the live stream. It's going to be a bit like QVC. I don't know if you get QVC all over the world. You certainly get it in the UK and you get it in America. But we're going to be doing a Mr. Egg QVC about halfway through the live stream. So stay tuned for that. I might be selling some merchandise. There's a little tip. Talking about the videos that I've been doing on the channel, the last video that we did on the channel was all about soy 6. And unfortunately, a lot of the videos seem to take place on soy 6.1. And also, we talked a lot about ladyboys, but that was a complete coincidence. If you haven't seen that yet, I suggest that you maybe check that out. That is soy 6, the greatest soy in the world, it's called. If you want to see that, check it out on the channel. It's got about 18,000, I think, about 18,000 views now. And it's all about some stories as a holiday maker on soy 6, and also stories about when I actually lived on soy 6. I was very lucky to be offered a room over one of the soy 6 bars. This was maybe 7 or 8 years ago. And since then, I've heard that there's been some real celebrities that have lived in that room. AJ from the Patio News lived there. Sam lived there. Bagel. There's another couple of people whose names I've forgotten. But they all lived in this room. It was kind of, we don't all live together, but we were there sort of at different times, if you like. We didn't all sleep in the same bed. That was the point I was trying to make. Anyway, if you want to see more of that, check out the video on my YouTube channel. It's called soy 6, I lived on soy 6, the greatest soy in the world. The next video we'll be doing, we're actually filming tomorrow, and I'm kind of looking forward to that because it's going to be a one-on-one, an interview. We haven't actually had like a special guest star on any of the videos that I've done, and I hope, fingers crossed, I've lined up a guest star that is just incredible. If you can wait for that. It's somebody that you all know, I hope. It's somebody that has been a bar manager. It's somebody that's very, very big on the internet forums in Pattaya. And it's somebody that is 10 times funnier than me and far less drunk, by the way. So he's going to be a really good guest, and we're going to have a walk and talk, as we call it, all around Walking Street area, maybe a few of the side soys as well. Jay Smith, hello Jay. Sent me some money there on the super chat. Thank you very much, Jay. You can super chat as well if you want to. What time are the strippers coming on? Reminds me of my old job where I used to be a strip club manager. Jay, thank you so much for the super chat. A few more people. Phil, it must have been tough sometimes to keep impartial when customers and friends are dating staff, but I guess you can't get involved unless it's something that is directly affecting the bar. Absolutely correct, Phil. And I've got some more scenarios that I've written down. I've actually got a script today. Might as well chuck it out the window for the first 10 minutes of the show, but never mind. Yeah, it is difficult, and I'm going to sort of expand on that in a while. Player XX, have you been with a ladyboy, Phil? No, I haven't, no. Ladyboys are really, really good looking. I mean, sometimes they come in the bar. There used to be a bar up the road here on Soy Diamond called Katois R Us. And if you don't know, Katoi is Thai for ladyboy. And they used to come in and play pool with customers, and they're very friendly people. But I always think they try to, they're a ladyboy, in my opinion, a ladyboy's sort of ideal of what a woman should be like is very much a Western woman. They aspire to look, talk, walk like movie stars from Hollywood. And that's just not really what does it for me. I like Thai girls. So no, I haven't been with a ladyboy, but if you have, good for you. Hello, Alan Day. Hi Phil, talking of privacy, how do you feel about people that just walk into the bar and blatantly put cameras on the girls? Does this happen in your bar? Ah, that is a very good question. It's something that doesn't bother me personally because I'm out there and everybody kind of knows who I am, I suppose. It bothers the girls a lot, and if it's obviously I'm very protective of my staff. So it's not something that I like. And so many times, I don't want to run down other YouTubers, but I see YouTube videos along Walking Street or LK Metro or Soy Patio or wherever in Bangkok, and they're saying hello to the hello girls outside, and the hello girls clearly don't want to be on camera. They give those signs, you know, and they're etc., trying to sort of hide themselves. So yeah. I don't think the girls like it. I think you should always ask permission. Certainly when I was with Nick Dean walking along Walking Street, he always asked permission of people, especially the girls obviously in the bars. And I'm very, very protective of the confidentiality and the privacy of the customers in the bar. You may well wonder, a lot of people ask, Phil, every time you do a walk and talk, you never end up in the bar, in your bar, the pub. I mean, this channel is called The Pub. It's all about your bar. And I say, yeah, the reason why is because there's customers in the bar, and I don't want them to be on the video. If a customer says to me, hey, come on, I want to come on the live stream or whatever, that's fine. By the way, on the subject of live streaming, that might be a topic that we discuss in future, but at the moment we don't do any live streaming whilst the bar is open. In fact, I've locked the bar, everyone's gone home and it's just me. Eventually, when I decide what I'm doing and I know what I'm doing, we're going to have maybe the girls making a guest appearance, maybe once or twice a month or something like that. Just to kick it off, just to see how it goes. there's so many issues surrounding live streaming. It's the big hot potato topic here in Pattaya at the moment. So that's something that we'll discuss later. But yeah, right now at the pub, you can come here if there's any customers watching. Don't worry, you won't be on camera. There are no live streams while the bar is open. And even the closed circuit television, I don't put on the internet for my private use, because a lot of the CCTV systems you can put on the internet and you can access them using a password, and you can, you know, as a bar owner, be sitting at home looking at the bar and what the girls are doing. And I think, you know what, I've got a life. When I'm not in the bar, the last thing I want to be thinking about is seeing what the girls are doing and micromanaging them. So if people are worried even about that maybe being hacked, or there was somebody that was absolutely convinced, a friend of mine, that Google was taking all of that, no, it doesn't happen. I can see we're having a few streaming issues. I do apologise. Jay Smith, Phil, have you ever been with a tomboy? No, I've asked a tomboy once to accompany me, and I got a big fat no. So that's your answer, Jay. Cole D says ladyboys are great. Good on you, mate. Enjoy that. Becca, hello from Finland. Hello, Becca. I've got loads of friends in Finland, including my mate Pete and Sammy, and loads of regular customers that I know are just dying to come over, that want to say hi and come and join us here in Patio. But right now, we're not able to do that. One of the things that is really important about confidentiality, as I was talking before, is I think building trust with the customers, not only online, but also in person with people. So deliberately, when a customer comes in, if I've got a funny story to tell, and you know, bar owners and bar managers love to tell a funny story, excuse me, I deliberately will tell it, but I won't say, hey, see that guy sitting over there? Oh, you never believe what happened to him the other day. Because I'm always thinking, the customer's sitting there and thinking, well, if he's talking about this guy and he's had something sort of strange happen to him, what's he saying about me? So I'll always say, oh, you never guess, some guy came in the other day, deliberately not say who it was, and then tell the story from there. Another thing that I don't do, and this is not just as a bar manager, but in life in general, is I deliberately don't show private messages, direct messages, text messages that I receive. I don't show them to other people, I don't show them to customers, and I don't screenshot them, and certainly don't screenshot them and put them online. I've never ever done that. If you send me a private message, if you send me a direct message or a text message, I can absolutely guarantee that that is a private message between me and you, and I won't be showing it to anyone. And although I get some really crazy messages coming at times, I deliberately don't do that, because I just think that builds that trust with the customer, and he feels that he can come to the bar and know that the bar owner or the manager isn't going to be gossiping about him to other customers. One of the biggest problems about privacy and confidentiality is the girls. Customers are always asking me, has this girl got a boyfriend? Has she got a Thai man? Has she got a tomboy? Is she a lesbian? And I can honestly say, with my hand on my heart, I don't want to, there you go, I don't know. If you buy a girl a drink in the pub and you sit and chat with her for 10 minutes, you know, doing the old spiel, the routine, you probably know more about the private life of that member of staff than I do. I deliberately don't ask them questions like that. If they want to tell me, and very rarely they'll come up to me and say, oh, come Phil, I've got a problem with girlfriend, boyfriend. There was one lady who had a problem with a tomboy once, I seem to remember. Then that's different. She's approached me. But in general, no, I don't know anything about them, even where they live, who they live with. that's really up to you. And the reason I do that is I don't want a situation where maybe a customer really takes a shine to a girl, really takes a fancy, and then decides to, you know, maybe go away on an island or something with her, and then he'll go home and then he'll start sending her money and doing sponsoring or whatever. And then it turns out that she's living with a Thai guy, or she's got, you know, a tomboy or something. They can't come back to me and says, well, you should have told me. Well, actually, I genuinely don't know. Also, customers that ask me, this girl over there, if I take her out, will she do X, Y, and Z? And I go, well, I've really got no idea as well. I don't ever share that information. A lot of customers don't like that because they think that that's sort of part of my job and part of my business is to know. But genuinely, I don't. And for all the customers that don't like it, I think there has to be customers that can understand that, well, you know, that's for you to find out. I kind of remove myself away from that. We'll get back to that in a second. If you want to send me a question or whatever, you can do that. Stick it on the chat, or you can do a super chat if you want and help out the channel. Hi to Dave Blen. Good day, Phil. Play XX. What's your favourite Thai food, Phil? Good question. Bit of a random one. I do like Pad Thai, which is sort of roughly translated means Thai stir fry, and it's supposed to be the national dish of Thailand. But actually, I don't think it is. Very, very rarely do you get Thais eat Pad Thai. Usually, Pad Grapao seems to be the dish that most Thais eat, as well as noodle soup, which is, I've got to get the accent right. I've got to get the tones right here. Gui diao, which means which is a noodle soup. You know, where you've got the noodles, soup, and a bit of meat and stuff and vegetables in there. So yeah, I like any of those, but nothing spicy. And wants to say hello to Dave Blen. Hello. A lot of the messages are going quickly. If you want a message to stop, you can send me a super chat. Jay Smith, Phil, I'll definitely visit your bar once again once I'm out of quarantine in January. Jay, great to know that you're actually going in quarantine. And again, maybe on a live stream next week, we'll talk about different scenarios about quarantining, about vaccinations, about what's going to happen. I've heard from somebody in the bar today that has spoke to a high-ranking Thai that June is going to be when everything's back to normal. It's a conversation from a bloke in a bar. I don't know, but that's another hot potato topic that's been talked about a lot here in Patio. Simon Willock, Phil, have you ever had a fight with a bar girl? No, I can't think have I ever had a fight with a bar girl. I broke up loads of fights, especially in a particular go-go bar I used to work at, where I do remember that there was a glassing in the go-go bar, and I had to step in there, and I'd got loads of bandages and a first aid kit in my rucksack, and I remember I had to sort that out, and both the girls went over to hospital. I'm really surprised that in the competitive environment where the girls working, that there isn't more fights that break out. You'd be surprised. The more that the bar has sort of alcohol flowing, yeah, the more sort of problems that you do have with fights and stuff like that. But in general, I would say you'd be surprised how few problems there are. We're just flicking through a few of the pages of the pictures of some of the girls that are working. We've got a new girl who's done 2 days now. Her name is Wan, and she's very nice, and I'll have some pictures of her up very soon. Phil, how did you become involved in managing bars before you became an owner? Did you seek out a job, or were you approached by a bar owner? That's from another Phil. Phil, actually, if you check out my video, 10 years of go-go bar manager, you'll see right at the beginning that I answered an advertisement, kind of a recruitment thing on Stickman's website. check out that video. It's one of my videos in the library, and it goes to more information there. I actually used to work as a go-go bar, strip club, DJ manager as well over in the UK before I came to Thailand. Hope you're enjoying the photos. Dave Bland, Pad Thai chicken, great start to the day, and some strong coffee in Big C, all good. I prefer Pad Kapao Mu, which is Pad Kapao with, sorry, Pad Thai chicken, Dave. Dave, I do apologise, I read that wrong. Pad Thai chicken, yeah, I prefer chicken. You can get it with shrimp on Walking Street. It's a little bit more expensive, but I don't trust the seafood anywhere because every time I have people come in the bar saying they've had a runny tummy or something, it's almost always something from seafood. Christian Manson, Pad Kapao and Panang are your favourites. Hello, Christian. Nice to see you. And some three hearts there. Thank you. Very romantic. Raymond Jarvis, say something. Rupert, Pad Thai isn't traditional Thai food. It was made in the 1970s by the Prime Minister. Rupert, I appreciate that comment. I always like to know a little bit about history of Thailand. Thank you very much. Yeah, I didn't know that. And like I say, people say it's the national dish. I never see Thais eating it on a regular basis. Paul Hart says, I said end of May after the economic meeting. This is about the borders opening up, I assume, Paul. Yeah, I mean, look, like I say, I keep on saying the old crystal ball's not working. I have no idea, but I heard this rumour from a high-ranking source that it was June. I honestly don't think anybody knows, even the people in the government, even the highest of the high people in this country and in this town don't know. Mikey or Mickey have seen a few live streams from bars on Soy 6. Is it the last call for them before close and get some income? No, I mean, from what I've been hearing, the Soy 6 streams have been going very well financially. And I never criticise other bars or other operators for what they're doing. Good luck to them. Speaking personally, I think it's a good way to get money at the moment, but medium to long term, I do worry about starting live streaming in my particular bar. I'm not commenting about other people's bars, simply because I think it just trains the girls to do things online, and I do like for staff concentrating on the customers that actually come in the bar. Funnily enough, we had a really, really good night tonight. Well, one really. It was a good night. It was a really good night. We were busier than the weekend tonight. So we've got a regular stream of expats and people that have done quarantine that are coming into the bar. So I've got no problem with getting money at the moment. We could always do with more, and we do have people that send PayPal and super chats and stuff, and that's great. But I'm not going to be doing live streaming. But as for other people's businesses and business models, I don't really know. I can't comment. I really, I'm not trying to be careful, but I'm just saying I really don't know. I really don't know. Justin, I've lost your message. Haven't seen a knockdown drag outs when you lived there. I remember some from Skybar. Yes, that's Justin Bennett, I think, who sent me that. Yeah, he's talking about the Soy 6 video that I did when I lived in on Soy 6. I used to return to Soy 6 about 3:30 in the morning, and it was a really scary place. There's obviously there's no lights then, and there are one or two ladyboy bars that are operating, and that can be a bit scary for people. So yeah, Justin, I do remember those sort of things. Sorry, I didn't get most of your message. It went up too quickly. Dave Bland, haha. Dave Winder, chicken tikka ain't Indian either. Correct, and nor is chicken balti. But let's not talk about Indian food. But hello to both of you, Daves. Hi, pal. Did you drink in the Jakarta Soy 6 back in the day? Yes, I did. I wasn't a regular. It was more of an Australian bar, but I did go every now and then. They did quite a nice breakfast. If you remember the video that I did, I was on about Jimmy Mac's, which I used to go for breakfast there, but I did sometimes go to Jakarta. It is now Baku Bar. Hello to Ant, 1930, traditional enough for me, seeing that it was before my dad was born. Chandler Bing Bong, why are drinks so expensive in Patio? My local pub is much cheaper. Even Chelsea has cheaper prices. Well, I don't know which bar you're going to, but certainly not here. The drinks here are very, very reasonable. You can get a Smirnoff, a proper Smirnoff, or Gordon's Gin or whatever for under 100 baht with a mixer. We have happy hour and it's even cheaper. So if certain, don't forget in your pubs down in Chelsea or wherever, you haven't got the entertainment that the bars in this town offer, i.e. girls dancing, etc., shows. If a beer bar is more expensive than your pubs down in Chelsea, then yeah, that's not right, and that would be that would constitute a bit of a price problem here in Pattaya. But I think if you look close enough, I mean, there are bars now, the famous bars on Soy Pacao and Soy LK, where there seems to be a bit of a beer price war going on at the moment. I've heard stories of 45 baht, 50 baht beers there. That's probably certainly cheaper than in pubs in the UK. But thanks for your question. There's some more questions going to Chandler Bing Bong about that from Ian Duckworth and Paul Hart. Patio MD, after a month from now, do you think Patio will be much better, especially close to the new year? Oh, I hear the sound of the door opening. This might be a sexy girl coming in. There it is. Somebody that lives here. I'll get her to wave to you if she's coming in. Okay, while she's waiting, Patio MD. Oh, say hello, say hello, say hello, say hello. Hello. There you go. Hello, Waddy Cap. We'll see her next week. She'll be on the show. She's got some food. Before anyone asks, no, it's not my wife. She works here. Okay, returning to the chat, after a month from now, do you think Patio will be much better, especially close to the new year? I think a lot of bars are holding out for that. There are still ties that are talking about the high season, and which is a bit silly really, because I don't think there's going to be one. There will definitely be a couple, if not more, really good days over Christmas and New Year, because let's face it, everybody goes out at least once over Christmas and at least once over New Year, so we're hoping for a couple of really bumper days. After that, if you remember the live stream I did a couple of weeks ago, we're talking about the licenses coming up for renewal and all that. I think a lot of bars will probably jack it in January. That's my personal feeling. No, I don't think. There is a drip of people coming in, doing quarantine, coming in on a tourist visa, coming in on the business visas and marriage visas, family visas. But it's certainly nothing like what it was even in July when we opened. That was the best month I had during after lockdown. After that, things have steadily gone down, and my gut feeling is there will be a nice happy atmosphere here in Pattaya. There will be plenty of opportunities to go out and have a good time, loads of girls around, but it certainly won't feel like the old Patio, and certainly it's going to be no sort of high season. I think probably Songkran going into May, June, that's when things, hopefully with a vaccine, hopefully with the government being more relaxed about things, things will return to normal. Thank you for your question. Sorry I'm missing so many out, but the chat is going really quickly. Stephen, are you biking with the pork pie peddlers? Pork pie peddlers is a group of, shall we say, slightly larger gentlemen that go on a bike ride. I think it's every Friday. So no, the answer is no. I did have Andy in from the pork pie peddlers though, and hello to you, Andy. I know you've had a tough day today, and it was I really appreciate, on a personal note to Andy, if he's watching, you coming in the bar and chatting to me about that, because I just like things like when people do that. So Andy, good on you, mate. From the pork pie peddlers, you're always welcome in the bar. But no, I won't be getting on my bike. That sounds like too much like hard work. Damien Simmons, when we have a vacation for this Chinese sweet and sour Sniffles, do you think, I think that's supposed to be a vaccination, do you think live streams will carry on? Really good question. And again, live streams, hot potato in this town. Yeah, I do think so, but they won't be carrying on in the bars. It's a bit of a controversial one. I think they might be carrying on with the girls doing them themselves and cutting the bars out. Think about that one. Oh, I've missed another comment. So many comments coming in. This is from Jolie. Are you or were you a Leo, Chang or Singer beer drinker? Jolie, honest answer, hand on heart. I've never drunk a bottle of beer. I've never been a beer drinker. I hate the taste. I drink cider. I sometimes drink a Guinness, but it's a bit bitter for me. Never drunk beer. Dave Bland, I reckon that quarantine down to 10, 11 days might just help. Dave, there was a definite word about that. There was a cabinet government meeting and it was decided to keep the quarantine down to up to 14, 15 days. It will come, but just not at the moment. Stevie Boy, do you have to quarantine if you enter Thailand from another Southeast Asian country, e.g. Vietnam? Quick answer to that, yes. Gord on the Rock, hey Egg, I thought the Mama-san would be set a pecking order among the girls based on previous month. Does that keep the fights down? Well, Gord, just talking about my earlier comments, there aren't that many fights. I can think of one in the pub over 4 years. And other than that, I can remember that there was maybe a couple in a go-go bar, but no. Mama Sans, maybe I'll do a stream on Mama Sans. Lovely people, always nice here, but here, not so nice sometimes. So yeah, they don't really help in the long run, in my opinion. There are good Mama Sans out there, but a lot of them are just sometimes in it for themselves. That's why I don't have a Mama San. If I had a bigger bar and more girls, I would definitely have a Mama San, but I would certainly keep her at arm's length. The answer to your question, Gord, is there aren't that many fights to keep down, even in the really busy bars. You'd be surprised. Ian Duckworth, are you seeing any domestic Thai tourists frequenting your bar? Yes. Yes is the answer to that. Not huge amounts, but yeah, there are more than usual, and certainly a lot of Thai girls who are getting money coming in from, I don't know, live streaming or sponsors coming in. And you know, Thai people, when they go to a bar, it's all about face. They want to be the big superstar. They want to be the centre of attention. They ring the bell and they buy drinks far more than Western people. But yeah, a few coming in. And by the way, it's a long weekend this weekend. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Jomtien Beach today was really busy with cars and a lot of Thai people on the beach. So it's looking good for the weekend. Chandler, how much to ring the bell at the pub? On a regular day, it's about 1,000 baht because I haven't got that many girls. Over the weekend, it's about 1,200 baht, Chandler, so there's the answer. If you want to ring the bell, that's fine. Send me a personal message or just send some PayPal and we'll do that for you. We don't advertise that, we don't do the live stream, but if you want to ring the bell, we understand and thank you for that. Player XX, Phil, are you seeing Thai lady at the minute? No, that's a bit of a sore point. No, I'm single, and I'm one of these people that sees couples. I saw some today, you know, sees couples going around, and I'm going to be honest, I get a bit jealous sometimes. Yeah, it's great being single, especially in Patio sometimes. I will say this, player. You know those T-shirts that say "No money, no honey"? It's true. But no, if there are any single ladies out there, give me a call. It's not happening at the moment with me, but never mind. I am working pretty hard. From 0623816. Hi Egg, did you know Simon from Land of Smiles vlog? Yes. Well, actually not really well, but I have met him. once. He came in the bar about 2 years ago. I've got a selfie with him somewhere, and I'll dig that out. I would love to meet Simon again. I do follow Land of Smiles blog. So I have met him. Very nice chap. Had a lot of people with him. Clearly somebody that's got a lot of friends. And I enjoy his vlogs. Stuart Nickin, hi Phil. Is the small bar a few doors away from the big bamboo bar still around? It was called Pete's. It was called Pete's. He was into racing like late 90s, early 2000s. Was the last time I saw him. Oh, let me think. Small bar, a few doors down from the big bamboo bar. I honestly don't know the bar you're on about. If you could give me some more information on that. You're on about the bar on the second road right by the entrance to Walking Street. If that is the case, I don't know the bar. I'm really sorry. And even the big bamboo bar's closed. So at the moment, there's the answer to that is no. Darryl, what holiday is a long weekend? I don't know. It was the government's come up with loads of new long holidays to help with the economy and to try and replace foreign tourism with domestic tourism. And I don't know what this one's called. I think it's just what we would in the UK call a bank holiday. Oh, that girl that came in is just starting to cook some food and it smells very nice. So I don't know. It's a special one. Just before we continue, so hold the comments. Don't forget, if you want me to definitely answer a question, you can send me a super chat. It's time to go to QVC Mr. Egg, because guess what? I've got some t-shirts for sale. Can you see that? The Le Pub Patio Lockdown 2020 limited edition shirts are, let's face it, going to be old in a few weeks' time. What, 6 weeks have we got till the new year? So yeah, if you are interested and you would like a shirt, we only have XL. There are 10 shirts left. They haven't got any. There's one in the plastic bag. We haven't got any. We haven't got any more. We've only got 10. We haven't got any other sizes. If you would like one of these shirts, they are 400 baht, Thai baht, plus postage and packing. Can you please send me a private message? I am Phil Ross on Facebook. Send me a private message and I will make sure that you get your t-shirt. 400 Thai baht plus postage and packing, and you get this wonderful plastic bag that you can do so much with as well. There isn't anything on the back of the shirt, by the way. It's just a stitch in there that you got, and you too can look like your own Mr. Egg wherever you are. 400 Thai baht. We only got 10 shirts left. If you want one, send me a private message, and the first 10 people, we will send the t-shirts off to you. Interestingly, you can see the photograph. Up there. No, there. That photograph. I spent a long time taking some photographs of the girls posing with the shirts, and they all came out really rubbish. As you can see, that was the best one, and it's just like it's moving. There's something wrong with my camera. This just proves the point I've always said to everyone, that I am absolutely rubbish at taking photos. So I did try to get a sexy girl with a shirt. I took a photo, it didn't work. So many technical problems today. Please bear with me. But there you go. That was Joy with a shirt. And I don't know who the bald fat guy is next door, but there he is. So once again, final time I'll tell you, if you'd like an XL Le Pub Patio Lockdown 2020 shirt, there are only 10 left, and they are 400 baht plus postage and packing. And please send me a private message. Don't do it on here. That makes sense. Okay, we'll answer a few more questions and stuff, and then we might have to get going. Dave Brand, can we buy a shirt to collect when we arrive next year? Yes, you can, mate. As long as you reserve that. I've already reserved a couple. Yes, the answer is yes. In Duckworth, almost, and now a word from our sponsors moment, Phil. I should have gone into my voiceover voice, shouldn't I? And now, a word from our sponsors. Actually, I used to watch QVC a lot because when I was living with my mum before she passed away, dear mum, she used to have QVC on all the time, so I wouldn't make a very good QVC presenter, would I? Colin Wallace, I'm having a kebab from the local choke and puke shop in Manchester. Are you jealous? Yes, I'm jealous that you're having a kebab. That you're in Manchester? No. If you are in the red side of Manchester, which actually isn't Manchester, it's Salford, beware, because I think this Sunday you're getting a visit from a certain team from the Black Country. West Bromwich Albion versus Man United. And if you want to see that game, it's live in the club. It's live in the pub. So, Colin, enjoy your kebab. I hope you don't choke. But look forward to that. You're probably a blue anyway. Chandler, you need a slim fit medium. Sorry, we've only got XL left. Anthony King, hello mate, you're late to the party, never mind. Dave Bland, postage from Thailand, what could go wrong? Actually, I've sent quite a few of these t-shirts out and you will be amazed. You go to the post office and they say, oh, it's going to be at least 2 weeks, 3 weeks. And they get it like 5 or 6 days later. So, no problem. And it's cheap, quite cheap as well. So, yeah, hopefully the postage will be all right. John Jeffries, I'm 62, Patio or Hua Hin, long stay. Sorry, Hua Hin. John, I've been to Hua Hin. Last time was about 15 years ago, so I'm not really certified, if you like, to talk about Hua Hin. It was, at the time, when I went, a very nice place. It was very clean. It was very kind of modern, if you like. It reminded me a little bit of Windsor, because at the time it was where the king, His Majesty Rama IX, lived, and yeah, it was a bit like Windsor, you know. So yeah, Hua Hin is nice. There's certainly more nightlife here in Pattaya, and it's all about what you want out of your life. If you want to spend more time at the beach, going shopping or whatever, Hua Hin. If you want to be partying every night and certainly a cheaper lifestyle, it's Pattaya. Thanks for the question. Anthony King, again, sent me a super chat. Thank you very much. So you'll get the question. How much do you think I need per month to live in Pattaya, please? This is the eternal question. Okay, it all depends on what you are comfortable with, what kind of room you want to live in, where you want to live. If you want to live in a 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 baht room, or you want to live in a 20, 25, 30,000 baht house. That all depends on you and what you're happy with. Do you want a swimming pool? Do you want it to be near town, or do you want it to be away, maybe on the dark side? You need to take that into consideration. Your entertainment costs. Some people spend very little on entertainment in bars. Some people spend, and I was talking to a guy, he spends 150,000 baht a month just going out in bars and spending it. His money, and good luck to him. But again, you need to work out, you can have a good night out in Pattaya for, even now, you can have a good night out in Pattaya for sort of 1,000, 2,000 baht. 3,000 baht if you want to have some entertainment at the end of the evening. But Anthony, you can have a good night on that. You can also have a good night spending 10,000, 20,000. It's really up to you. One thing that people always forget, excuse me, when they're working this sort of thing out, and this is really important, is number one, any medical insurance. The older you are, the more expensive that's going to be. Nobody thinks they're going to have problems going to hospital or having to be treated for medical problems until they have to be treated for medical problems, and it gets really expensive. Get good medical insurance if you can afford it. And the other thing that I would suggest that you always take into consideration is visas. What kind of visa you're looking at? If you're over 50, will it be a retirement visa? If you're young and in your 20s or 30s, and even in your 40s, a really good idea, I still say, is the elite visa. Saves a lot of problem. Yes, it's expensive to start off with, but it really, really does stop all the hassle. So medical expenses, visa, where do you want to live, what kind of money, are you a guy that's going to go out every night, are you a kind of guy that's going to stay in maybe and cook your own food? There are guys that budget for 30,000 baht a month and they're living a really, really easy life. There are guys that budget for 150,000 baht a month. It's really up to you. But anything lower than sort of 30, 40,000 baht, John, I think you're going to be, you're not going to really have a good time. Don't forget my situation. No money, no honey. Okay, we'll take a couple more questions and then we'll wrap it up. Damon Simmons, sorry to hear about your mom. I lost my dad last year. And sure, she will be watching you tonight and be very proud of you, buddy. You know what? When I was on the radio, and by the way, Damon, this show that I do reminds me so much of when I used to do the radio. I always used to do the graveyard shift. So this is kind of the graveyard shift. It's 3:30, almost 3:30 in the morning here in Thailand. And I used to get back and my mom still, if I was living with mom at the time, not all the time I was living with my mom, but she used to listen. And she used to be my #1 critic. She always used to say, oh, you know, you're always saying that word. You want to slow down when you talk. You want to play this music. You want to do that. She was my #1 critic, but she was also my #1 fan. I miss my mum terribly. She passed away 10 years ago. So, yeah, if you've got parents, if you've got a mum or a dad that's still alive, I hope both of them are still alive for you. To anyone out there, cherish every moment with them, because when they're not here, you do miss them terribly. Thanks for your question. Dave Bland, chest size on the shirts in inches because we've left the EU. It's an XL. I mean, this is an XL, so it's an XL. Rafi just wanted to say hi, Phil. Hello, Rafi. Nice to see you, sir. We'll wrap it up. Another couple of questions, and we'll have to call it a day. Hold on a minute. Supermat, wish I could be there to watch West Brom win this weekend. I've got a ticket behind the camera, which is in a frame. It's the very last match that I went to, a Premier League match in the UK. It was about 3 years ago, I think, 3-4 years ago, and it was West Brom, Man United, at Man United, and we won. So, oh yeah, I'd love to be watching it as well. Anthony, you're 67 years old. Referring back to what you were saying about how much does it cost to retire. Anthony, you do have to think about medical costs. I haven't got insurance because I just don't have the dosh at the moment. I got dengue fever and I had to pay out of my own pocket. It wasn't expensive, but I went to a government hospital. It wasn't very nice. I was basically strapped to a bed for 5 days when I got dengue. Dengue fever's not really serious, but when you get older, you're 67, like you said, Anthony, ailments can be a problem. People say, oh, I'll just fly back to the UK or fly back to the country where you live or where you have lived. And I would always say another really good tip about coming to live over here, don't burn your bridges. Have a plan B. Have, you know, don't, if you've got a house, put it up for rent. If you've got a condo or flat where you live, do that. Always have a plan where you can come back if you do get seriously ill. But don't forget, if you do get seriously ill, you probably won't be able to be just flown back to your country and treated. So medical insurance is something that you need to investigate. Couple more questions. Steve Bads, great to watch the Soy 6 blog. Thank you, Steve. Paul Conlon, what's the cost of the elite visa? It goes from 500,000 baht, and I can't remember how long that's for, to a lot more expensive. I think there's a 20-year one for 1 million baht. Is that correct? There is if you search for Thailand elite visa, there's a very good English language website that's been set up. Certainly the cheapest one I know is 500,000, and they go up to, I think it's 1 million, could be 2 million. I can't remember. But if you are in your 20s, 30s, 40s, for me, if you've got the dosh, that's the best option. Okay, final question, Player XX. Phil, do you ever get to Cambodia or on your travels? If you did, what's your handle on the place? I've only been to Cambodia when I was used to do the old visa runs. I've been in Cambodia literally for like 20 minutes and then come back. So unfortunately, the answer to that is no, I haven't been to Cambodia. The people that do live there say that it's changing all the time, certainly Phnom Penh. People love it there. I know my mate Jay, Peter Storm, who lives over there, and he loves it. And he doesn't come back to Patio very often now. He used to be a Patio stalwart. And I know people that have been there and been a bit disappointed. So I can't give any more information on Cambodia other than that. Thank you very much, everybody, for contributing to the live stream. We have that very, very special two-way interview. We're recording it tomorrow with a Pattaya celebrity that you won't believe. That will be out, I think, either Friday or Saturday, so watch that dropping in on your inbox. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can subscribe, press the subscribe button, it is free. Thank you to all my new subscribers, I really appreciate you coming and subscribing and helping me out. If you like the video, please give us a like, and the next live stream will be next Wednesday. What I wanted to do for the next live stream was to try and do it a little bit later, so about 6 o'clock in the morning here in Pattaya. That's when it starts to get light, and that's when I'll be walking along Beach Road, maybe doing a live blog. If I can take the laptop with me and get a mobile signal that means that I can do it, that's what I wanted to do. Technically, I don't know whether it's possible, but if it is, I would love to do that. Live stream from Pattaya Beach, so you can all see what it looks like. If not, we'll be back in the studio, in the bar, at 7:30 GMT next Wednesday. But look out, we might change that. Thank you to my moderator over in the UK, who has been moderating today. Thank you for that. Thumbs up, mate. And I'll see you all very soon. This is Mr. Egg. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you very soon. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bye.